In the far future, where the feline space patrol protects the almighty coalition of mostly free planets, known as COM, one crew defends the civilized worlds from the evil Guppy Empire. Right now, Captain Hobbes is talking to his superior, General Goey, about the most serious of business, HR complaints.
Oh, here we go again. Another week full of complaints. Alright, who's top of my list? My favorite captain. Oh, that's him right now. Captain Hobbes, come in.
Hello, Goey.
Excuse me?
Sorry. General Goey, how goes it today?
I almost had to send you back to basic training there, Captain.
Not again.
Yeah, this will be your 5th time. Captain Hobbes.
Yes, General.
I am looking at this very unique HR complaint from Lieutenant Whiskers. It seems that you have been terrorizing our janitor staff. Mr. Squeaky's been with us for 5 years, and as you know, most of the stuff is automated in the ship. However, he is our one sole janitor. So
I have to disagree with that, because he has been harassing me.
Oh, has he? Okay, well, let's go down through the list of some of the complaints that he has against you. You tend to put everything slightly above his reach level. What's going on with that?
Well, as you know, in those safety videos that I've had to watch 5 times in basic training, they say that there is a tripping hazard with everything that is within 1 inch or 2 inches above the ground. So since he puts everything 1 inch above the ground, I move it up to comply with regulations.
So you're just trying to be a good citizen in the ship, making sure we are up to safety standards.
I have done nothing less than to try to uphold the values and morals of the Feline Space Patrol, and you know it.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right. Here's another unique one. Made his clothes bigger in the wash. Please enlighten me. What happened?
Okay, this one I admit that I did. However, there was a reason, because he constantly put slick spots right outside my door in the morning, and the other morning, I got up, I slipped on one, fell right into some garbage, and I had to go and wash my clothes right then and there, which I didn't have any soap or credits to do, so it got me the idea that since he is doing that to me, I should do something to his clothes, and I made his clothes bigger. I didn't actually make his clothes bigger. What I did was I took one of the old uniforms and I just shrunk that down to make it slightly bigger than his clothes and put that inside of the washer that he was using.
Okay, so clearly we need to take back to financial school, because as a captain, you should have enough credits to do your laundry. Okay, let's just keep going down the list, shall we? Put him in a dollhouse while he's sleeping and terrifying him to almost to death. You do realize mouse only live around 10 years, and he's already 6 years in. So he's practically in his 60s. So why on earth would you think would be a very good idea to grab this employee in his sleep, move him over to a dollhouse, which I don't know where you found a dollhouse in our ship?
Well, first of all, the dollhouse was Communication Officer Grace's. Well, because it's just like you said, he's about 60 years old. Have you seen his sleeping quarters? They are comparably small, even to a mouse. I thought that this was an upgrade, someplace where he could have a home of his own, if you will. And as we all know, the housing market is completely bad, so I found a dollhouse. Granted, it was Grace's, and she had some stuff in there. That's roommates. You have to have roommates in this situation in order to split the rent. So I didn't try to terrify him with dolls. I gave him new friends that he could have in his upgraded house.
Okay, so as the commander of the ship, so you know, I do inspect every barrack room in this ship. So I know his rooms are, it's very good accommodation. We'll come back to that one. There are many things wrong with what you said, but let's keep going down the list. But, you had some pretty good intentions, so okay. Now this one, playing Servian Owl throat music at night to mess with him, as he stated, so...
No. That was not Ceruvian owl throat music. What that actually was, that was the language of the indigenous species that we're going to next week. It's mission related. You told me that I had to try to learn new languages, so that's what I'm doing. Granted, it's not my fault that those people sound exactly like owls, and his biggest terror in the world is owls. And besides, I had to do it at night because he, and I can't guarantee it was he, but I know it was him that did this. He put a laser pointer on a wobble robot, and it made me late for work. It made me 2 hours late for work when I was running around the ship trying to stop it so it would not get everybody else off of work. So I had to take those 2 hours and use those 2 hours at night to complete my work, which was, as I said, trying to learn that language. And my headphones broke because Scully broke them, so I could not put in my headphones. I had to play it out loud.
Do you have any proof?
I have my knowledge.
Okay. All right, let's keep going down this list. Okay, this last one, I find it amusing, but I figured you might have yet another really good reason why you did this. You took him to our virtual training room, where somehow you trapped him in there in a room that never gets clean. And the only reason why he found out it was you is because when we went to the logins, your access code was on there. So please explain that.
Oh, that was a simple professional development.
Professional development. So you took it upon yourself to try to improve his professional development?
Yeah. What I did was I took and I made a training schedule for him because all the time I'm walking down the hallway, he's missed spots, so I keep having to point him there, so he keeps having to go back into the middle of a hallway and restart everything. So I thought that a little bit of professional development to help him with that, so he doesn't do a shoddy job, would do well.
Well, you do know his direct supervisor is the algorithm Globazon, and so far I've not seen any complaints from his algorithms, so... yeah, they just kind of got out of your lane right there. Okay, well, I know you meant well, but next time, try to run it by his algorithm. All right, let's go and continue. Now, this is one that I got to tell you, I'm quite concerned about this. So apparently we have had this mystery in our ship, but we somehow end up with a giant splatter of garbage on the side of the ship randomly. And apparently you seem to be the cause of this, so... how are you causing this giant garbage stain on the side of the ship that this poor mouse has to clean for almost a week? Please explain and enlighten me. Why? Why are you doing this?
Okay, this is a very simple answer. I have to fly through the garbage because it cuts time off of our daily commute in the morning that we have to go. And what do we do at that time is we stop and we get some breakfast and coffee for the crew. So this way, we save that time. We can still do what we want, and we're not late for our big meetings. So the spaceship gets a little dirty. That's why we have a janitor to clean it. It keeps him employed, is what it does. It keeps him constantly working so he can feed... well, he doesn't have a family, but it's so that he could feed himself. Definitely.
So you cause extra work for this poor mouse every week. Every week. Every week. Every week. My ship dirty every week. Now, here's the last one, and I gotta tell you, this is why, and I figured the rest probably, just tasteful pranking, except for the last one, my ship. You apparently put in a mousetrap that got him stuck in a place for a week, and his tail is now permanently in shape of a boomerang, or kind of like a curve that he cannot move back. So he now is claiming workman's comp from Comp. Do you have any good reason why you almost murdered our janitor?
First of all, those were not mouse traps. Those were vermin traps because we have vermin in this ship. What I was doing was I was trying to help him by getting the vermin off the ships and getting them trapped. It's not my fault that he's dumb enough that he fell into a mouse trap and could not get out for a week. You make it seem like I was trying to kill him, which I wasn't. But I tell you this, he was definitely trying to kill me the other day.
How did he do this? He's a little mouse.
He's a little mouse. He's a conniving little mouse. Okay, he's smarter than he looks.
Okay.
Because just the other day, I was rummaging through his lunch, right? Which I do every day, and he knows that I do it. He had a cookie labeled chocolate chip cookie.
Wait. So he is aware that you ravage through his lunch every day?
As far as I know, yes.
Have you told him?
No.
Okay. It can continue.
So I take the chocolate chip cookie, and I bite into it, and I'm eating it, and then I realize, what is it? It's a poisonous oatmeal raisin cookie. As you know, raisins are highly toxic to us. So he did that on purpose.
I don't think that was... Okay. I don't think he did that on purpose. And the fact that you almost murdered him doesn't excuse this. However,
I did not murder him. I did not almost murder him.
He
fell into a trap that somebody put down to try to help the situation.
He's got a permanently crooked tail, so he is kind of upset, and I cannot blame him. I'm going to look away on some of these for right now because there's a lot of paperwork that I don't feel like doing at this moment. But as permanent punishment for the next 6 months, if you use that gate again to blast through and trash the side of my ship, you will be the sole person that will clean all that garbage.
That is fine. I won't do it anymore. In fact, I didn't even do it the first time. It was Sergeant Scully who did that. Granted, it was upon my behest, but he still did it.
No. Even though he might have done it, you are his commander, so you are responsible for him. So thus, it's your fault.
I don't remember signing that contract to where I am above him.
Oh, I definitely need to send you back to officer school, so that way you can see how this works.
Fine. But then you have to tell the crew that they're not getting their breakfast and their coffee in the morning, because we don't have time now.
Oh, I think they'll manage.